Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Ocean Cay in the Bahamas. This is MSC's private island that they are still in construction of. It's a very pretty island. Reminds me of the original Coco Cay. Looks like a very relaxing place to be. Very little shade, though, unfortunately. Hopefully that is something that they build into their private island. What you're looking at right now is where they have the wave runners. It's like a little marina area. They have some boats that take people out around the Caribbean here. As you can see, there's some wave runners pulling in now. We've been docked here since yesterday at around 11 o'clock in the morning, and we leave probably around 3 o'clock today. I'm aboard the MSC Meraviglia out of Miami. The ship is a mixture of vaccinated and non-vaccinated people. If you are vaccinated and you don't want to be around unvaccinated people, this is not the cruise for you. Also, if you don't like a lot of kids, this is not the cruise for you. MSC has a all children sell free policy, so there are lots and lots and lots of kids here. If you can let me know if you can hear me all right, I'd appreciate that. I don't know what the audio is like unless someone lets me know. The weather today is spectacular. It's about 84 degrees right now, but it is quite humid. You can't. Oh, okay, good. I appreciate that. The water is gorgeous. I mean, you can't beat these colors. It's spectacular. I'll move over a little bit where you can see the beach area. So here's the beach area where the lighthouse. MSC stays here overnight, and at around 9 o'clock they have a light show on the lighthouse. It's pretty fun. It lasts about maybe 10 minutes. Um, really nice. Everybody lines along the beach and along the fence area right there. There's a fence area right there. They line up there to watch the light show. Really nice music. If you haven't seen my Instagram, I posted a little bit of it to my Instagram. My Instagram is Journey with Josh 2020. Feel free to stop by there. They do have shuttle service to different parts of the island. It's a very small island, though. But they do have shuttle service to different parts of the island. They do have some snack trucks along the areas there that have hamburgers and hot dogs. And then as you're looking right here, these right here are the gift shops where you can buy clothing and stuff like that. And then up in the distance there is where the residents of the island live. They've been here since March of this year, and MSC just started sailing here. I believe it was August 2nd. That was their first sailing out of Miami. Um, and they have about 2 trips a week here. They have a weekend sailing that goes from Friday to Monday, and then they have a weekday sailing that goes from Monday to Friday. And I am on that weekday sailing from Monday to Friday. I took this trip mainly because of the price. It was $200 for an balcony stateroom, and you can't beat that on any cruise line today. You can get on probably Carnival for 200 bucks, but not for a balcony. And so my balcony stateroom is beautiful. I have a humongous balcony. I did a little bit of research to find out. So I don't have a balcony that's on the bump out area of the ship. I have it in the indention area of the ship, but it's in the corner. And where the corners are, they have larger balconies. So I could probably fit about 10 people on that balcony. Whereas on the regular balconies, they're going to be fitting about 2 people. Because it's quite a large ship. It can hold probably around 5,000 people. And I believe that we have, I'm going to say maybe 1,500 people on this ship. So it is reduced capacity. Thank goodness for that, because there are a lot of unvaccinated people on this ship that I just don't trust. I do have an N95 mask that I am wearing religiously, other than outside. Outside's not necessary to wear because you can get away from people. But this is a beautiful, beautiful island. I think it's one reason why MSC does stay here overnight. And they actually allow people to get off the ship at nighttime. Um, as I said before, the lighthouse light show starts at 9 o'clock. And so people are able to get off the ship and be on the island at nighttime. Other private islands, I've not ever seen where you can get off the ship at nighttime. They don't have lighting and stuff like that prepared for it. So it's really nice that people can get off the ship here. The food on the ship tastes fine, but there is little choice compared to other cruise lines. I've been in the dining room a couple of times, and the food that I've gotten has been actually really delicious. Been contrary to what other vloggers have talked about for the food here. It was last night I had Jamaican beef, and it was really, really good. The pizza on this ship is also really good that you can get in the buffet. I would compare it to probably Carnival's pizza. Those two are my favorites so far on ships. And then third would probably be Royal. Not that Royal is bad, it's just that these two are better. These two are made right in front of your eyes. They are true Italian pizza, especially the MSC. And MSC should be good because they do tout themselves as an Italian cruise line, even though they are a Switzerland company from Switzerland. The buffet, as I said before, has a lot less to choose from than other cruise lines. You have minimal choices. Breakfast is not too bad because, hey, how many choices can you have for breakfast? But when it comes for lunch, it's basically the same thing that you have every day. They don't really change it up a whole lot. Pan over a little bit. They don't really change it up a whole lot. And so if I was on a longer cruise, it would really get to be annoying because of so little to choose from. Now what you're looking at out there is a little lagoon area that they have built. I wonder if I can see if this will zoom in. No, it won't zoom. Let's see. No, it won't zoom, sorry. But out there is a little lagoon area along this area right here. They have areas where you can lay out in the sun. And then over on this area right here, they also have areas where you can lay out in the sun. And off in the distance, I don't know if you can see it on camera here, they are still constructing out here. Let's see, maybe I'll point to it. Right out here, there is a excavator that is moving some stuff around, still building onto this island. MSC's been building on this island for a couple of years now. It is a reserve, wildlife reserve. Not exactly sure how building an island out here is going to be a wildlife reserve, but that's what they're touting it. I would say that this island is no more than, gosh, 6 feet above sea level at its tallest point. Hurricane ever come through here and flatten it, I think. But gosh, just look at that beautiful, beautiful blue water out there. It is so pretty. Today the water's a little bit clearer because yesterday when the ship came in, it stirred up the sand quite a bit. And so over there where the people are swimming near the lighthouse, yesterday it was a milky color, but today it is quite clear. So I think today is a better day for people that are wanting to do some snorkeling. I don't know how good the snorkeling would be here just because of the amount of people that's in the water. I would think that that would probably scare a good bit of the fish away if there are any. Now the lighthouse you can go up into. MSC does have different times for vaccinated and unvaccinated people. You do have to reserve your time to do that, but it is free from what I saw. I could be wrong, don't quote me on that. But there's only steps that go up into it, and you can go up and look out and get pretty nice views. I think you'll probably get better views from the ship here. But we are in the islands near Bimini, just south of Alistown. Really, really small area of islands here. There are some that are just peaks of sand out of the water, and that's all you see. Let's see. Ooh, let's see how that does now. There we go. I can zoom. Give you an idea what that looks like out there. Yeah, it's a really beautiful island. Did a really good job on this. With COVID, it took them a little bit longer to complete the island than they expected. As I said before, they're still building on it. And way off in the distance, you can actually see another island. I'll see if I can zoom in on that. Let's see. It's right there. See that little tuft of island right there? Have no idea what island that is. But as I said before, there's a lot of islands dotted around this area that you can see. I'll pan over to the other side and zoom in where the lighthouse is a little bit. Let's see if I can zoom in here, let you see what that looks like. That is the beach area in front of the lighthouse. And I believe there's like a little bar just in front of that lighthouse right there. I think there's a little bar there. I've not went out onto the island mainly because there is no shade and I don't want to burn. One other thing that I can say that's really good on this ship is the Wi-Fi signal. I have not had any problem whatsoever with the Wi-Fi on this ship. I've been quite happy with the package that I've got. I got the Surf and Stream, or the Browse and Stream, whatever they call it. It was about, I think, Lord, $15 a day, maybe? And on this ship, I can say it's well worth it. Not had any problem whatsoever with my internet. I've been able to stream YouTube, Netflix, and now I'm doing a live stream on the island, and my signal looks really good. So I'm real happy with that. This ship's a beautiful ship. It reminds me a lot of walking into some of the casinos in Las Vegas. Very glitzy. There are lots of bars. The unfortunate thing is the mixed drinks are not that great on this ship. I'm not sure exactly what bartending class these people went to, but they need to go back because the mixed drinks on this ship are not good. And that coincides with their drink package. They actually have 3 drink packages available, along with non-alcoholic drink packages. But they have one called the Easy Package that has basic drinks on there, like single liquor drinks for the most part, well drinks. And I'm glad that I did not get it because I have not drank that much, simply because the drinks are not good. I'm going to tell you the good and the bad that I'm experiencing. I believe in being honest about things. So I'm telling you the good and the bad. I'm wondering if I can go up. I'm going to try to go up on the steps here. See if I can get into the shade a little bit more. Oh, yes. Unfortunately, there's going to be a speaker right here that's going to be blaring this music. Hopefully, I don't get copyright infringement on it. Oh, yes. There we go. Now I can get into the shade and really show you the area here. As you can see, that right there is looking down towards the front of the ship. And you can see they have all these chairs there laid out. It's in the shade a little bit, but all these chairs laid out that they would normally have out here for people to be laying out in the sun. But of course, there's not that many people on this ship. And so they have them bundled up. I want to welcome everybody to my live stream. If you haven't yet, check out my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/journeywithjosh. You can also check out my Instagram. It is Journey with Josh 2020. So yeah, it is a beautiful, beautiful island. Very nice. Wonderful for um, sun worshippers, people that like to lay out, people that like beaches. As you can see right there, we've got some wave runners going back out into the water. Wave runners cost a little over $100 a person. I'm not exactly sure how long they get on them. It might be like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Usually one of those things that's kind of expensive, but it's fun to do for one time. Generally, everything on a ship is expensive. They got to make their money somewhere. And I can't fault them too much right now, since they've been basically out of business for the last 15 months, just restarting. As I said before, MSC just restarted cruising with customers on August 2nd. The month of August, they were running a special $200 for a person for a balcony cabin. That is a spectacular price because usually balcony cabins run $400 or $500 a person for a 4-day cruise. So for $200 plus, of course, your taxes and port fees, it was a really good deal. I don't know that you can get a deal like that anywhere else. But I think that they were just trying to fill up the ship because MSC is a smaller cruise line compared to the big three in the United States. MSC is building a port in Miami, and I believe they're going to be having 2 ships in Miami once that's done. And right now, as I said before, I'm on the MSC Meraviglia. There's a few things on this ship that I haven't enjoyed. One of those things is that the only place to get like water or anything is you have to go to the buffet. It's the only place to get coffee unless you want to go pay for the coffee. So as you can see, it is a quite small island. I would say probably 6, 7 football fields large. Once they get it complete, I'm sure there's going to be a lot to do. They do have Wi-Fi that is on the island as well. If you get Wi-Fi on the ship, you can get Wi-Fi on the island as well. You do have to disconnect from the Wi-Fi on the ship and reconnect on the island. And it's a process that you have to go into the web page and actually disconnect, turn it off, and then go back onto the island and turn it on to a different thing. Kind of an odd way of doing things, but that's the way that works. On the days that the ship is in port here at Ocean Cay, the ship doesn't have a whole lot of activities going on. They have a lot of exercise type activities or sporting activities, uh, dance class, um, yoga, Zumba, some other things like that. But really, throughout the day, they don't really have a whole lot going on the ship itself. And so it's actually very quiet on the ship. So if you don't want to deal with the sand on the beach and you like pools better, then you do have a good bit of room on the ship to yourself in the pool area. And you basically have any bar that you want to yourself. This has been quite a subdued cruise for me. I really haven't done a whole lot on this ship anyway. They do have shows at night, but their shows for the vaccinated people are really late. The earliest is at 10:30 at night, which I think very strange. So I really haven't been to that much. Um, the safety protocols I don't think are enough, so I've stayed out of the theater. I could probably be just fine if I had my mask on, if I had my N95 mask on. But you know, I don't want to take that chance. I don't want to put myself in that situation with the Delta variant being so prevalent. So I'm just enjoying the ship for what it is. I'm enjoying the ship itself because it is a beautiful, beautiful ship. The decor is stunning. I love how they have so many bars and areas to lounge around. In non-COVID times, that would be so much fun, I'm sure. They do have a large bar where they do karaoke. But yeah, the protocols on the ship are just quite strange. They had a deck party called the White Party the other night and wouldn't let people dance outside. Thought that strange since they don't care if you take your mask off inside half the time. You do have to get your temperature checked every day. The only thing is you know, if somebody's got a fever, they're probably going to already know that they're not well. I've never been fond of the temperature checks anyway. So there's no telling how many people are going to have COVID when they come off this ship. And the other thing too is MSC is now joining in with all the other cruise lines to require the guests to be tested 72 hours within 72 hours of embarkation on their own dime. They're going to have to pay for it now instead of MSC paying for it. On the first sailings here, including mine, MSC actually tested everybody that got on the ship, and I only saw two people that weren't able to get on the ship. I'm not exactly sure how they found them or whatever, because getting on the ship was a strange process. Was never told anything, given any information, what I was doing, where I was going. Basically, I just went and got tested, and then they told me to go sit in this area. About 15 minutes later, they came and got us, the group of us, and let us get on the ship. So I'm not exactly sure how they're going to find people if they do test positive. As I said before, this cruise is out of Miami, Florida. Miami, Florida is experiencing a humongous uptick in the number of COVID cases. And you do have a lot of people from Florida on this ship. And so there really are no telling how many cases there's going to be from this cruise. It does look like people are having fun. And even though I said that the drinks are not great, and I'm not the only one who said that, there are a lot of people who are drinking as much of whatever they're pouring because there's been a lot of drunk people here. They are definitely enjoying the alcohol. All right, so I've been on here for about 30 minutes. I appreciate you guys showing up. I really appreciate you guys supporting my channel. Again, I also have a YouTube channel that is youtube.com/journeywithjosh. I have other videos up there of my travels, including going out to California, to Sonoma and Napa Valley, also to Arizona to visit some of the national parks out there, and then I've also got other cruise videos. So I'd appreciate you stopping by, subscribing, clicking on the like buttons for these videos. That really helps me out. I'll be able to do more of these the more subscribers and likes I can get. So I really appreciate that. I do hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope I've been able to give you a little bit of information about this cruise, about this island. Oh, the island is free to go to, by the way. There's no upcharge for the island. If you do want an umbrella, you do have to pay $25 for that umbrella. It would be nice if they would offer those umbrellas free, especially since there's no place to get out of the sun. But hey, I guess that's where they're going to make some money. They're going to force people that don't want to be in the sun to get an umbrella. So yes, I appreciate you stopping by. Stop by the YouTube channel, youtube.com/journeywithjosh. Don't forget, I'm also on Instagram at journeywithjosh2020. I'm also on Twitter at RyzenRN. That's RYZENRN. And I appreciate you stopping by. I may do another live stream a little bit later today. Depends on the heat. So thanks again, guys. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful, wonderful day or night wherever you are.